What's up?
Obviously, you're supposed to say
Hey,
yes or
why are
no, man.
Muslims
Do you
so
speak
angry all
English?
the time, man? Why are Muslims angry?
Can you hear me? What's up? Can you hear me? What's up? Say yes or no, man. Anyway,
Do you need
how's the
hey,
lad
do you
going?
need to take a break?
How's the lad going?
Everything's cool, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
What are you, Christian? Yeah.
Is that relevant?
Yeah, it's relevant. It's relevant. You're
Tell me
Christian, yeah.
how. Tell me how.
Huh? Because
Yeah.
we're discussing faith, aren't we? We're discussing faith. So,
So if I was a Christian, would your argument be different if I were an atheist?
yeah, yeah, it would be, yeah. Yeah, it would
Okay,
be.
so Allah's dependent on what my religion is. There, I just proved it to you.
All right, prove it.
You just said it.
No, no, prove it. Prove it.
Your argument is dependent on my religion. You just said it.
Oh, am I Allah?
Yeah, you're Allah.
What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? What happened
Do
to
you
you?
want? Hey, do you want to take the 3 minute challenge or not?
Huh? I will ask you what's wrong with you, man. I don't know what happened to you. Just tell me.
So that's a no, right?
Just tell me what happened to you,
Okay, so
man.
that's a no. All right, next sleeve. I'm not going to come up here and do some kind of little banter and a little argument and name calling and heckling. You said that Allah's argument is dependent on whether or not I'm Christian or atheist. That's what he said. So Allah is dependent on my religion, which means you have to change your argument for every single person you have. And you have to know their religion, you have to know where they're from. You can't just talk to me like a person without knowing whether or not what religion I follow, what my beliefs are. Do you want to know my age and my political affiliation? Will that help? Okay, so I support Trump and I hope he bombs the shit out of Iran. There, that's all the intel you get. And I heard the Ayatollah's gay. So what? Hamza cut off Hamza cut off Ali's camel's humps, and Ali didn't do nothing but cry to the Prophet, and the Prophet came and he still didn't do nothing. Your Allah's dependent. Are you a Christian? What do you care? Look, they all run. But I submit. You can come up here and call me a man, a cross licker, and a man worshiper. Come on up. Look, they all went and checked my profile. I bet you every one of the Muslims that just left went to go check my profile. Say, who is this kafir? I don't think you're a Muslim, Jay. But you can hang out, though. He said, his Allah is dependent on what my religion is what he said. You guys missed it, man. He said his argument for Islam will change dependent on whether or not I believe in God and whether or not I'm a Christian. So why can't you just argue this religion without knowing what the other people's belief system is? Why is that, Jay? And ask Muhammad too. Ask your buddy Muhammad down there why I can't just talk to you about your religion without you needing to know whether or not I'm a Christian or an atheist. What would the answer be to that question, my guy? Think about it for a minute. Come up here. I'll ask you a couple questions, man. I'll ask you like 4 questions. See if you can explain Islam to me. Did you emigrate? Did you emigrate for Allah or did you emigrate for worldly needs? For worldly gains? Huh? Did you emigrate for the wives? Come on now. If you don't strive in Allah's cause, He's going to replace you, man. Now get your ass up here and strive. Or he's going to inflict a painful punishment on you, and he's going to replace you with someone that will come up here and strive. I say you're Allah's dependent. And his slaves won't even defend him. That's right, man. Come on up here and say something different. Convince me. Convince me Allah's not dependent, or I'm just going to step on his neck every day. Everybody's saying Islam's going soft. Islam's getting weak. Well, come up here and prove them wrong. Ali Dawah said that Muslims are weak. Even Sheikh Uthman said the Ummah's soft. Yasser Qadi said that the hadiths are garbage. You're all bound to the Christians and Jews. You might as well leave your religion, man. You might as well convert right now. You might as well enter the fold of Jesus and embrace Christianity. Even your top people are saying Islam's false. Even your top guys. Only the idiots that live out in these Middle Eastern countries believe this stuff. Who else believes it? Tell me one person that believes this crap other than Muslims.
Hello.
My guy, who else believes this book besides Muslims?
Some atheists, a lot of atheist researchers do. You can like research it if you want, but I've done my research.
Name
So
one.
also,
Name one.
you told me I immigrated for like 4 wives or something. I'm from America actually, in like a full lineage. Like all of my family are from here. So I don't know what you like were going for with that. Maybe it's like your xenophobia or like, just being a Christian. You guys are like really racist and like
You're
make
a
a lot of
scammer,
assumptions.
man. You're a
So,
scammer.
anyways,
You're a
yeah, the
scammer.
atheists that agree with Islam, there's a lot to be honest. You can just research it if you want, like
Oh, I got
multiple. Anyways. Look, can I talk?
Provide your
Can I talk?
evidence, man.
Can I talk?
Provide your evidence.
Can I talk?
Go ahead, man.
Okay. Um, yeah, if you want to research it, there's multiple sources from the Quran that show the real world implications of what it says in like scientific experiments. If you want to
All right,
like do
I'll
your own
give you,
research.
listen, I'll give you 3 minutes. Go ahead and present this evidence that you're speaking about.
I'm not like a debate, bro, so I don't really have that. I just came to
So you're
speak to
just
you.
making claims and making stuff up.
No, I'm asking you to go do research.
Oh, you want to see my research?
No, I don't want to see your research. I'm asking you to go do research on my religion before you speak.
Okay, so I did do that actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, give me your sources.
Okay, so you want to see what I came up with?
Yeah, I want all your sources.
All right, I'll give you all my sources, my guy. Here we go. They actually did a study on this at a university in Bangladesh. It's by a guy named Shafi Mostafa. And he did You ran, you coward. See, you emigrated for the wives. You're from America? How do you even know where your ancestors came from? I thought you said the white man took away your names. So how would you know? You probably one of them guys that think God's black and Christianity's the white man's religion. That's you, my guy. That is you. He didn't even want to see my evidence. He ran like a little coward, man. Okay, y'all seen, look, I'll bring you up in a little bit. Just fall back. This is one of these guys that think God is black. Hold on. I want him to provide his evidence. He left. He left because I called him out, man. What's up, my guy?
Not the way I wanted, but
I think that's your internet that's lagging.
Hello. How you doing?
What's up, my guy? What's up, man?
Pardon?
Did you do your homework I told you I assigned to
No, I
you?
didn't do the research that you told me to. That was yesterday, bro. How am I gonna find the time to do that?
What about the stuff from the day before?
Bro, I haven't done any of that stuff.
So what's up with you, man?
I just wanted to refute a claim that you just made.
Go ahead, refute away.
But before I do that, I want to say one thing. I actually really think that you're doing kind of a good thing right now by reading and researching.
Yeah, man.
I think that
Yeah, my God.
you're held back by your bias, and if you just spoke clearly and thought clearly without your preconceptions of Islam, you would find that it's actually not the religion that you find it to be. But I'll refute one of the claims that you made. Who else but Muslims believe in Islam? You made that claim, right?
Yeah, I want to know. Give me an example.
Do you want one person?
Not a person. Give me an example.
I can give you one person. You can research.
Okay. Give me an atheist that believes in Allah.
Not an atheist, a Jew.
Give me a Jew that believes in Allah.
Okay, so the Jews believe, a minority, not the majority, a minority of the Jews believe that the Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, was a prophet, but not for them. A prophet for us, for the Goyim, for the non-Jews. Do you understand?
Don't they say that about Jesus too, though?
No, they say that Jesus is boiling in excrement in hell right now because his mother was
Okay, but don't they
terrible.
say that he's the Christian people believe he's the Messiah? Don't the Jews say that?
About Christ?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they say that Jesus is burning in hell in a pot of boiling poop. That's what they believe. They believe that he was a false.
So tell me what they believe about Muhammad then. Enlighten me.
The minority believe that the Prophet ﷺ was a prophet, but not for them. A prophet for us, for the Goyim,
Okay.
for the non-Jews.
Is he boiling an excrement also?
Muhammad ﷺ? No.
So what about for what he did to the Jews at Khaybar? You think he would be boiling excrement for that?
No. Because the Jews broke the treaties. I'll tell you this. Yes, the tribes themselves got kicked out, but that was because they broke the treaties.
Okay, so what's this treaty they broke? Tell me.
I can't reference it by name. I don't know it by name, but there were several
So
treaties.
you just made it up.
I didn't make it up. I could search it up for you right now.
Okay, so what's Muhammad's evidence they broke this treaty? And don't say Jabril. Because Jabril said anybody could get into heaven as long as they say La ilaha illallah, even adulterers and thieves.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not taking Jabril's word for it.
I'm not saying Jabril told us
Okay,
that.
who vouches for this treaty breakage?
I'll get up for you right.
Muhammad made that story up, man. They didn't break a treaty. The Sahaba was hungry, and they didn't farm or nothing. All they did was take people's stuff. So Muhammad used that as an excuse to go take their stuff. He wanted them to pay the blood wit of somebody that wasn't even part of their tribe for somebody else. Muhammad was trying to extort them. And Abu Bakr went in there he said, if we didn't have a treaty, I would cut your head off. And ran back and cried to Muhammad. So then Muhammad used that as an excuse to drive them out and then go to Khaybar and take all their stuff. And that's what happened. He tried to say Jabril told him that they threw a rock at him.
You saw it all. You were there. You know what happened. You saw it all.
I read the hadiths of the people that did see it all and the seerah.
Okay, so I'll tell you this right now. There was a treaty, the Constitution of Medina, and it was broken by the three tribes. All right.
Okay, which articles were broken? Which these articles were supposedly broken? Because we didn't even have a trial for this. The people of Khaybar weren't brought their accusations. They weren't told nothing they did wrong. They were just attacked. Usually, if you break a treaty, and the country will at least make an attempt to send a diplomatic envoy, not come pay this money or else. Because Abu Bakr was dying for a reason to do something to him.
I'm sorry, but your claims are not backed by evidence. You're just making claims right now.
Do you know how many hadiths I'd have to bring just to prove all this? How many
Bring
hours
more.
of research? I can only argue one point at a time.
All right. Fine, then let's drop this right now. But I'll say this to you right now. The Jews don't believe that the Prophet ﷺ is burning in hell in excrement. The minority of the Jews, you asked me.
I bet you them Jews at Kaibar do. I bet you they said that to him.
They can say that, but you asked the minority.
Okay, so then there are Jews that believe that then, my guy.
Pardon?
There are Jews that actually believe what I'm saying.
That the Prophet ﷺ is boiling in excrement?
Yes.
Support your claim. Show me one Jew that said that.
Okay, so what do you think was happening to them when they was at the market and he was taking their heads off?
Okay, but did the Jews say that about the Prophet ﷺ?
I'm sure they did.
You're sure they did? Okay, show me then. Show me where they said that.
Okay, so do you think they're going to actually put that in the hadith about the Prophet?
No, I'm asking for Jews today.
So you think they praised him for that and say, yeah, thank you, Muhammad.
I'm not saying that they did anything. I don't have any evidence to support that.
Okay, so they probably cursed him. And I'm sure there's hadiths that say that.
But I can show you a Jew today saying that Jesus is boiling in hell. Can you show me a Jew today?
I know that. I know.
Right, do you know that? Okay. So now show me a Jew today that's saying that the Prophet ﷺ is burning in hell right now.
They never wrote a single word about your prophet.
Let me bring up an
So they don't acknowledge him.
Okay, let me bring up an ayah of the Quran. This is what I think about you, son of Yaqub.
I'm sure it's something bad. All I said, I'm a monkey, man. And I'm not. That's evolution. Your Allah believes in evolution. If he said I'm a monkey, if I'm a monkey, then that's evolution.
Alright, go to Surah 5.
Just read it, I'll accept it. That's the table spread.
Okay.
Go to chapter 5, verse 92. If you want to bring up number 5, bring up verse 92 then. Let's have some fun with this, man. If you want to bring Quran verses, bring up chapter 5, verse 92. Or is it 76? It's one of the two. This is a comparison, a comparative analysis of Zoroastrianism and Islam done by a professor to print in a magazine in 1982 from Bangladesh. So this is an Islamic country and a university in an Islamic country.
Okay.
Okay? Mm-hmm. And it seems like they also believe in the concept of Tawheed. Mm-hmm. And they have similar practices of the 5 daily prayers.
Yes.
They have the same resurrection belief. Mm-hmm. And they have the same concept of your Sirat bridge.
Yes. And
they were teaching them teachings before your prophet.
Okay.
You said he taught you how to pray. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that was already in existence. These are the Persians. These are the Persians, the fire worshippers.
But, son of Yaqub, how do I pray? Mm-hmm. How do I pray? What do I do? We're going to
find out. Yeah. We're going to find out.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I can tell you how you pray. I know you do your ablutions. I know you do your washings. Look. Both Zoroastrian and Islam have common practice of offering worship 5 times a day. In both religions, these daily worships are intricately connected to the movement of the sun. Just like more Muslims, Zoroastrians also divide each day into 5 specific periods for their religious devotions. It is noteworthy that during each of these periods, the presence of a priest is necessary to conduct the worship as stated by that God. The similarity between Islam and Zoroastrianism is remarkable in terms of the timing of their 5 daily worships, which are structured in a similar manner, and they have the same 5 prayers.
Okay.
Okay? Well, you want me to go on? In both Islamic and Zoroastrianism, ablution is necessary for the performance of the 5 daily prayers. Muslims are commanded to perform ritual purification known as wudu, which involves washing the face and hands and the feet for each prayer. If water is not available, then you can use sand. Thanks, Aisha, for losing your necklace. Zoroastrian is required to wash their face and limbs before commencing God worship, a form of daily prayer. Both religions have a call to prayer that summons their followers to perform their daily prayers.
All right.
So these practices already existed.
And what is this?
But you said Muhammad taught you how to pray.
Do you know how I pray? Ya son of Yaqub?
Yeah, just you want to stay have a Qibla too, man.
Yeah.
Here, let's go on, man. No, they got a Qibla.
But how do I actually pray though?
Hold on now.
What do I say?
Covering the head, look, covering the head is also a common practice
For women and
in
men?
both religions. Muslims cover their heads with a hat or a turban, while Zoroastrians cover their heads with a piece of cloth while performing the god worship.
Covering your head is not obligatory in prayer. You can have an uncovered head in Islamic prayer.
So there's no Muslims in the world that do that.
It's not a feature of prayer. It's not something that's wajib. It's not something that's obligatory. I never pray with anything covering my head. Only women are supposed to cover their head.
So.
Huh?
If you say so. I'm agreeing with you. If you say so.
Now, I'll tell you this right now. The difference between the prayer of a Zorati, I can't pronounce it, and a Muslim is that what we say in the prayer. We go, Allahu Akbar. We seek refuge from the shaitan, and then we read the Quran. Can they do that? Can they read the Quran? Do they say Allahu Akbar? Do they say Sami Allahu liman hamida? Sami Allahu liman hamida.
So you're saying even though the practice already existed for over 1,000 years and it was common knowledge.
Do you know when prayer came down, they wanted
So just the words are different.
Not just the words. I'll tell you this right now. Another similarity. When the prayer came down, the Sahaba were saying, "How are we going to pray? How are we going to call the people to prayer? What are we going to say?" And did you know what they said? Let's use the bell.
Don't use the bells, because
Yeah,
that's what the Zoroastrians use is bells.
Yes, they said let's use the bells, and then they said, and then one of the angels came down. They said, "Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah," should be the adhan. When the call to prayer is Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah, Hayy al-Salah, Hayy al-Falah, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. That's the call to prayer. It's not a bell.
Don't you ask Muhammad to intercede too?
We ask Allah to grant the Prophet ﷺ wasila on the Day of Judgment, but not in the adhan, but in dua, in the dua that we make. The prayers
so
that we
you
ask.
just changed the ringing of the bell to saying that.
Yes, we didn't. It was a godsend. It wasn't from us. We didn't create it.
Was Muhammad there when they were deciding that?
Not to my. I don't know. I cannot say. I don't know the hadith. But I know the story. But I don't know the hadith, so I won't be able to say it.
You know, the Zoroastrians also have zakat too, man.
Yeah. I mean, charity is a thing God loves. So
isn't that one of your pillars?
Yes, zakat, but we don't give 10%. We give 2.5%.
That's one of their pillars too, and prayer's one of their pillars too, man.
And
so Muhammad wouldn't really need to teach that. That concept already existed.
Okay. And how does this disprove Islam?
You said that Allah taught Muhammad and he taught you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but some of this stuff you don't find in the Quran. Only Muhammad's teaching this stuff. Like this stuff concerning the prayers, this stuff concerning the movements and the times and all them things. Mm-hmm. Those aren't given in the Quran.
Yes, but what do we recite in the prayer itself?
Okay, so where did Muhammad get that from?
He was taught how to pray by Allah, by the angel Jibril, by the angel. I don't know. The angels taught him how to pray.
Okay, so how come that's not in the Quran? How come that's in a hadith?
Because the Prophet, we were told to pray like the Prophet ﷺ. In the Quran, it says pray like the Prophet ﷺ. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so I'm trying to say where he learned it from.
The same place he learned the Quran from.
Okay, but this was already being practiced all around him. These are the Persians.
Do you
This
know
is
what
the
we believe?
Sassanids.
Do you know what we believe about all religions? All
Tell me.
people. We were all Muslims in the beginning, and then we committed bid'ah. We innovated. People started building sculptures. People started believing in things that weren't the reality.
What's that say?
I can't really read it. It's blurry.
Try your best.
هو I can't. It's blurry. It's too.
What's the big word say? What's the big word say?
التوحيد.
Is that in the Quran?
Zoroastrianism, I can't say it, was the first monotheistic religion. It was the first monotheistic religion before,
My
like,
God.
the
This ain't the Zoroastrians. This ain't the Zoroastrians.
This is Islam. I'm just saying that Islam and Zoroastrianism, they were both monotheism.
Yeah, they both believe in the oneness of God.
So does Christianity. So does Judaism. They got it right, but they got it wrong at the same time. They believed that fire was God.
I thought you said the Christians believed in the Trinity.
You believe in three in one. One God, three personalities, three spirits. I don't know how it works.
That's not
Sometimes wrong.
absolute oneness, though.
You're telling me. So do you believe in three gods or do you believe in one God?
So they don't teach that, guy.
What do you mean they don't teach that?
You said the Christians believe in the oneness of God.
Don't you guys believe in the oneness of God?
Didn't you just say they don't?
I said that you believe in the Trinity, but you believe that God as a spirit is one in three parts.
My beliefs can't help you, my guy.
Okay, I don't want them to help me.
So this isn't from the Zoroastrians. This is from the Sabians.
Okay.
That book I told you about, the Ginza Rabbah.
Do you know the ancient Egyptians? They believed in multiple gods, right? They believe in.
Okay, we don't care about how's the Egyptians going to help you, my guy? Tell me how the Egyptians can help you.
There was a period of Pharaoh destroyed all the other idols, and he worshipped only one of them. He only worshipped one of them. It makes no difference to me if you say you worship this statue one alone. That's
Amin Ra. That's Amin Ra that did that.
Okay. If you say to me right now that you worship a statue and that's your one God and you're monotheistic, yeah, it's true. Technically, it's true, but it's not the truth. It's not right. You're following something that was created, not the creator. You're following something that can't do anything. So respectfully, if you make comparisons between Islam and other religions, saying that we do the same things, that just means one thing: our practices are good, and it's internationally known as good. Religion is a way of regulating the people, teaching them right from wrong.
Okay, so what makes you think they come from a God, though?
What would it make me think that it came from a God? Giving charity, fasting, praying. Where else would it come from?
Yeah, but you say these are the words of Allah, and you always say, how could Muhammad know? Okay, so I answered one of them questions on how Muhammad could know. So if these are the words of a God and these concepts are in another book, then how did they get these words before Allah revealed them to Muhammad, who couldn't read and write?
Did they have the Quran?
But that existed before the Quran.
These theories, these beliefs existed before the Quran.
So technically, we wouldn't even need your book because these concepts already exist, and they already existed on paper for hundreds, and some of which over 1,000 years older than Muhammad, before his time.
Technically, we would need the book because it's a completion of faith. We got the Torah, the Injil, and then the Quran.
You don't have them books. You don't.
Yes, because the Quran is sufficient for us.
No, you don't. You don't.
It's sufficient. The Quran is
Show me where I can read the Injil right now.
You can't find the Injil.
So you don't have it.
Yeah, because the Quran is sufficient. It's the seal of religions. The only thing we need now is the Quran.
So why do you keep using it? If the Quran's sufficient, why do you keep talking about it?
What, the Injil?
Yeah. Why keep bringing it up?
Why do I keep bringing the Injil up? Because I'm telling you right now, the Quran is a seal. It's the final holy book.
On
The
what?
Torah, huh?
On 2 books you don't got.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so how convenient. This book that confirms these other 2 books, that's the seal of them, we don't got the other 2, so guess what? You're stuck with this one, and you just gotta take my word for it.
But the underlying
That's your
beliefs in
story.
these books, the underlying beliefs in these books is the same as from the Quran. You've lost them, but we still have the Quran, which is sufficient for us. And we lost them because of our own deviation, our own wrongdoing.
Who's our? I'm not part of our. I didn't lose nothing,
Humanities.
man.
Humanities.
So it's everybody else's fault.
It's everyone's fault. We make mistakes. كل بني آدم خطاء. We all make mistakes.
I thought Allah don't make mistakes.
Allah doesn't make mistakes. We made the mistakes. We are the ones
Okay,
that.
well, it sounds like a mistake that the 2 books you need to prove yours don't exist anymore.
I don't need
That's
those
a
2 books
mistake.
to prove this one. The Quran is sufficient for itself.
Okay, give me evidence that proves any one of Allah's claims other than the Quran itself.
Give me evidence that proves that Allah's claims.
Mhm.
What kind of evidence do you want?
Anything.
You want a miracle? You're not a miracle. I'll give you one claim. You know Abu Lahab?
Yeah, so what?
تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب.
Yeah, what did he do that was so wrong?
What he did was so wrong. He persecuted
Yeah.
the Muslims.
And?
Abu Lahab had the opportunity to disprove Islam
By accepting Islam.
by accepting Islam. Sah, you're right. Why did he
Okay,
do that?
so listen, if only Abu Lahab would have accepted Islam, then the Quran would be false. That's what you're saying.
Mhm.
So if this one guy would have just submitted to Allah, the whole Quran would be false.
Yes.
That's your claim.
Yes.
And the claim is that's made by the book. The story is in the actual book itself. So proof for the claim is in your claim.
Listen, son of Yaqub.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. If
So you proved your own claim in your claim.
What?
That if only Abu Lahab would have accepted Islam, the Quran would be false. But the story of Abu Lahab is in the Quran itself.
And hadith. And historically.
The hadith is based on the life of the Prophet who revealed the Quran.
Mm-hmm.
So of course it's going to agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Proof.
You're using the book for proof of the book.
The book
Give me
is-
something else. Give me something else.
All right. The Quran talks about the different seas. The
With
Quran
different
talks.
seeds.
Okay, I'll put it there.
You now listen that they've been keeping records for since 4500 BC. Okay? That wasn't some mysterious knowledge that your prophet could have come upon. Because they were sailing them seas for thousands of years before your prophet was born. So any little thing that you're talking about, that how the seas are divided, or how this is there, and that's over there, and how would he know? It's written down. He wasn't far from the Romans and Persians. It's not like it was some secret knowledge unavailable to him.
Do you know why it took us so long to get to America? Why America was the new frontier and all these things? Why Europe struggled so much going to America?
The Vikings discovered America.
Yeah, the Vikings discovered America, but why was it?
So it wasn't a secret.
No, but I'm saying, why was it difficult?
I don't know. We didn't have enough water to make the journey.
Our ships, our navies, were created to sail close to the shore. Our ships weren't strong enough to cross the Atlantic. All right.
Okay.
The separation in the seas is something that, how can an Arab living in the Middle East and an illiterate Arab living in the Middle East know about this?
That's your claim. So what's this other land they were supposed to get to support your evidence?
I'm not saying that the new
You're
frontier.
saying this barrier is a barrier so they can't get nowhere, but they crossed it. So there ain't a barrier then if they got over there. Come on now, give me something better. Something from the Quran that supports its claims, or evidence this is a book from a God, or something that proves Muhammad's a prophet that isn't in the Quran or the Hadiths. Come, give me something. Give me a Persian astronomer that actually viewed the moon splitting, or an accurate description of your prophet from somebody living during his time that isn't a Muslim, or some kind of archaeological evidence that they found inside Mecca when they dug it up and built all them hotels. Something like that.
I can pull that stuff up for you. But let me ask you one thing.
Hmm.
When the live first started, when I first came on, I said to you, there are non-Muslims that believe in Islam, that I believe Islam is the truth.
I'll let you bring this guy. Come on, bring him up.
Which guy?
Whoever you're speaking of, bring him up.
I'm not speaking about a specific person. I'm speaking about someone in history.
All right, tell me.
I'll give you his name.
Anybody, I'll accept anybody but Zulkarnain. Okay, I won't accept Zulkarnain as a source. Or anybody from the descendants of Gog and Magog. They're off the table. What you got to bring to the conversation, my guy? What you so desperate to come up here and say?
Who, me?
Nah, somebody in the comments.
Listen, son of Yaqub. Nathan,
Yes, sir.
Nathan al-Fayoumi, a rabbi from the 12th century.
Okay. What he said.
He said,
So you got one rabbi. You got one opinion of one dude and nobody that agrees with him. But you. Because I don't agree with him. Before you even speak, I don't agree with this rabbi. I thought Allah cursed the Jews. I thought the Jews were liars. You blame them for everything and then use them to save you.
son of Yaqub, is it not?
That's hypocrisy.
Did I not just say to you, one person? You wanted one person, I give you one person.
Okay.
One non-Muslim who believes that Prophet ﷺ was a prophet of God.
Okay. And anybody else agree with him?
I'll bring up.
Bring up another one. You didn't even show me this. You just said some guy's name. Like I'm gonna search him up. So there's one rabbi from like 900 years ago that said Muhammad's a prophet, so he's a prophet. But you curse the Jews, and you blame them for everything, and then you appeal to them to save you. Oh, please, Jewish rabbi, save me.
I quite like you.
What?
I enjoy our conversations, but please don't be disrespectful.
That's what you're doing.
How am I being disrespectful to you?
Look, don't you say in your fatah, your daily prayers, don't you say don't make us like those that encourage your wrath and those that are going to
الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Okay.
Yes, it's true.
All right. So why do you appeal to them?
Because you asked me, give me one non-Muslim who believes in the Prophet ﷺ. You asked me.
Is this Kitman or is this Takia?
Did I not give you an answer to your question? Are you not happy with the answer that I've given?
I'll take him. I'll accept him.
You'll accept. All right.
So you and one Jew think Muhammad's a prophet. That's two people.
Let me say one thing to you, right?
All
I'm
right.
Egyptian. All right? I'm Egyptian. You don't know this? I'm Egyptian. Where are you from?
Hey, why do the Egyptians charge Palestinians $10,000 to come to Egypt?
Our modern government. I'll tell you right now, in Egypt, I have to go. I went through hell. I was in Egypt 2 months ago just not to serve in the military. I had to pay so much money. I had to do so much just to not serve in the military. You know, if I don't want to serve in the military, I have to pay £10,000. The current military is. Oh, I can't speak bad about them. I can't talk bad about them. I can get persecuted for that, as it is.
Yeah, you got to go strive in Allah's cause, my guy.
The Egyptian military isn't a Muslim. It's not a Muslim, not really a Muslim military. The country follows French law, so I don't know what to
So
tell you.
it's not. It don't go by Sharia law.
They have Sharia law, they study Sharia law, but they don't really practice it. They
So
use
they
it
don't
lip
apply
service.
it.
Huh?
They don't apply it.
Yeah, not really.
So they're kafirs.
Don't call them kafir. They're not
They
kafir.
are.
They're not. You can't call someone kafir for something like that. You don't know what's
Why
in their
not?
heart.
They're bound to the atheists.
They're wrong to do it, but I'm not gonna make takfir on my brothers in Islam. They're just wrong. They're surviving. You know, at the end of the day, they're doing what they need to do. May Allah guide them. And we did.
Oh
We
yeah,
did
that's
have.
the Quran verse. You're right. You can make treaties with them if you're weak
Because it.
and hide what's in your heart. That's in the Quran.
All right.
It's okay, man. You're just following your religion, my guy.
I'll say to you right now: Egypt, Muslims are the majority. Coptics are the minority, right? Coptic Christians, the minority. Why do we coexist? Why do we live with one another?
I don't know if you got rid of them, somebody might have something to say about that. So you don't.
They lived there for thousands of years. They're the original Egyptians. They speak Coptic. That's the ancient Egyptian language. They've lived there when Islam was
No,
the most powerful
actually,
religion.
the cops didn't come around till about a couple hundred years before Jesus.
Yes, yeah, they converted to Christianity.
That name didn't even exist before that.
But the Coptic language was one that was from the ancient Egyptian days. It uses a Greek alphabet, but it's ancient Egyptian.
I don't know. You're going to have to provide your evidence and source for that, my friend.
All right, I'll provide my evidence and source, but I'll say one thing to you. As Muslims and Christians coexisting with one another in Egypt and Lebanon and Palestine, we live with one another. We're neighbors to one another. We trust one another. We do business with one another. Tell me right now.
I just reposted a video like right before I got on here of a lady who says different. She's from Lebanon.
Yes.
And they say the Muslims drove her out and she had to go to Israel to seek refuge and then come to the United States.
You're joking. Israel that's destroying your Mary. It's that she's your Mary that are putting cigarettes in her mouth and putting their feet on her face. Israel who's killing indiscriminately.
I'm not their judge. I'm not their judge.
You're judging Lebanese people right now. You're telling me that Israeli propaganda.
I'm just telling you that your claim is false. They don't live together
Israel
in peace.
Egregious crimes against humanity towards Christians and Muslims alike. It commits committed genocide against people in Gaza who have with Christians in them. Israel is a terrorist state. You can't.
According to who?
Israel.
According to who, though?
According to the United Nations, according to reputable sources, that they used famine as a weapon of war.
Okay, so provide your evidence then of the UN declaring Israel a terrorist state.
Okay.
Show me this article. You're the one that wants to talk about Israel. Because I know Allah curses them, and they tricked Muhammad quite a few times. That's why you got a prophet named Dhul Qarnayn, and the story about the sleepers in the cave, and the story of Moses and Al-Khidr is because of the Jews. So now you got to defend this crap because Muhammad put it in your Quran.
Jewish slaughter of innocent Muslims and Christians, you are not exempt for that. They don't care about you. They see you as goy. They will kill anyone to reach their aims. I'm telling you right now.
We got Jewish people near me. They're all nerds. Nobody's scared of them.
Israel?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they're weak.
They have the full support of America.
They're not Supermen. They're not Supermen. They're nerds.
Israel has the full support of the most powerful nation in the world.
They're like the lowest on the scale here. It's like a tie between white and black people, then Mexican people, and Jews are all the way at the bottom. Nobody respects them. Nobody's afraid of them.
Why are they in your government? Why is it when Netanyahu says go to war with Iran, your president comes running and let's go to war with Iran? Why is it? Yeah, let me hear it.
Because we need them. We need them.
You need Israel. Why do you need the weakest? I will
Because
tell
if
you right
we
now.
didn't, listen, if Israel wasn't there, you
For
guys
America.
would destroy it. You would destroy the Holy Land if
We
Israel
had the
wasn't
Holy
there.
Hand for thousands of years. We had it for thousands
It
of years.
looked
And we
like
destroyed it.
crap. It was crap.
It wasn't crap. It wasn't crap. Christians and Muslims live.
It's nice now.
It's not nice now. A Christian woman got attacked in the street a couple of days ago by an Israeli. Israeli settlers are kicking people out of their homes.
People get beat up all the time in the United States. That's nothing new.
It is something that is deplorable. It's disgusting. Just because it happens all the time in the United States, listen to me. This government is a Jewish supremacist state. There's no right. You have no right to defend the Jewish state. No, none at all.
It's a free country. It's a free country.
No, it isn't.
Yeah,
It's literally a country that committed a genocide and used famine as
no,
well.
no, it's a free country, and I can do what I want.
In America?
Yeah, I can defend them if I want to.
Yeah, you can, 100%, but you have no right to.
We need them there. If that wasn't there, you guys would go there and destroy everything. Every Christian
it for
site,
100
every
years.
Jewish site, you would destroy and try to bring the last day.
We had it for thousands of years. We had it for nearly 2,000 years, all right? 1,500 years about.
Okay, so now the Jews have their own country. Allah says that the last day won't happen until you fight the Jews.
I prefer for Christians to have Palestine than the Jews. I would prefer for the United States of America to colonize Palestine than Israel. The state of Israel committed a genocide. Do you understand what a genocide means? A genocide means
Yeah, we have to protect them for you. There's hadiths that say on the last day you will be delivered
from women and children, from kids,
from you,
from babies.
From you.
What did I do? I haven't done anything. I'm not there. I'm not fighting. Why are we killing children?
Okay, so Allah's not going to deliver you as a ransom for your sins, a Christian or a Jew.
The Khalifa is what? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Ain't the rocks gonna tell you where all the Jews are hiding?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, they need protection.
All right. Okay,
so we're protecting them. United States is protecting them.
You're protecting a genocidal state. You're protecting a genocidal state.
Who are they attacking?
Innocent Palestinian women and children.
There's no such thing as Palestine.
What are the Philistines then?
Okay. I'll accept them. Your government is charging them $10,000 to come to.
And they're wrong to do that. It's disgusting. It's deplorable. They're wrong to do that. It's shameful.
Okay, well that's Muslims doing that.
Yes, and they're wrong to do that. Do you think because I'm Muslim and everything I'm Muslim?
The Ummah's divided then, ain't it? The Ummah's divided then.
MashaAllah alayk. Yes, it has. It has been for a long time. It's been like that for 100 years, more than 100 years.
Name another religion like that.
What religion like that?
They're always fighting each other.
Christianity. Go sub-Saharan Africa, Congo, Rwanda. They're always fighting each other.
Those are political wars that they use religion as a cover for, because Jesus never commanded them to do that.
And the Prophet ﷺ didn't command us to kill one another like this.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So what if I show you a hadith where that says different?
Show me a hadith that says different. Show me a hadith that you will take out of context and misconstrue their words. Show me you've been doing this. Yes, yeah. Apostasy.
Okay. So did Allah command you to do that in the Quran?
That's not the Quran. That's a hadith.
Yeah, but did Allah tell you to do that in the Quran?
To kill people who disbelieve?
Yeah. Because who do you obey, Allah or the Messenger in this instance? That's all I want to know. And the issue with apostasy, do you obey Allah, or do you obey the messenger?
Allah tells us to obey the messenger.
Okay, so this is Muhammad's desire. Allah never said to do that.
Allah told us to obey the messenger.
So you have two gods.
We only have one God. But our God,
They don't agree. Do they agree?
yes. The
How?
Prophet ﷺ worships Allah. He believes in Allah. He follows Allah. Allah has given him the responsibility of being an example for us. If he says something that is wrong, then Allah will let him know and he'll change it.
Okay, so where in the Quran does it tell you, listen, this is Allah's messenger say to submit blessings to him on Friday? So where does Allah in the Quran tell you to submit blessings to
إن
Muhammad?
الله والملائكة يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلم تسليما.
And what's that mean in English?
That means Allah and the angels sends blessings to the Prophet ﷺ. يا أيها الذين آمنوا, you who believes, send peace and blessings to the Prophet ﷺ.
Okay, so they agree.
Yes, the hadith agrees.
I think my English translation's bad because it doesn't say that.
In the Quran,
Yeah.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا, you.
I think it says something more lines to greet him or something.
Yeah, different words can be used. I mean, it's different languages. But son of Yaqub, I want you to pull up Surah Al-Ma'idah, Surah 5, verse 82, I think.
All right, go ahead and recite it, man. Go recite it.
Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, say it. Just tell me what it says in English.
Every time I leave TikTok, you can't hear me. I can't read it.
You can't read it?
Yeah, because every time I leave TikTok, you can't hear me.
You're right. You don't got this stuff memorized?
I wish I did, man. I wish I did.
So when the beast comes from the earth and recites our verses to you, and you don't know the verses, what's the beast going to do to you?
I know 20 pages of it. So I'll recite some verses, not all of it.
You think he's going to have mercy on you, or you think he's going to smack your left cheek?
Allah will have mercy on me. Allah is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim.
You think Muhammad's going to save you?
I make the dua that Allah grants the Prophet ﷺ wasila, because the Prophet ﷺ has one dua that will be answered no matter what. Every prophet got the opportunity to make a dua that'll be answered no matter what. So I ask Allah to grant the wasila so that He can allow it, make the dua that way to go to heaven. He asks.
Chapter 5, verse 46.
48, not 48, 82.
82. What's that supposed to say? You will surely find the most intense of people in animosity toward the believers, the Jews, and those who associate others with Allah, and you will find the nearest to them. Yeah, this is the verse the Shia like to use a lot, in affection. So they say they're closer to Christians than you guys.
No, it says that the people who are kinder to us, more affectionate towards us, are Christians over the Jews and the polytheists.
Yeah, I know this verse, man.
You know this verse. So, son of Yaqub, I'm not telling you right now. You're on this live right now with the intention of exposing Islam, exposing the lies of Islam. All right, I'll tell you right now, Islam doesn't lie. It's a faith. It's a jurisprudence. It's a law. It doesn't lie. Now, my intention by coming onto this live is to clear the lies. It's a responsibility in a hadith. It says it's a responsibility of a Muslim to tell the truth. So I'm telling you the truth right now. Do you believe I'm a liar? I don't think you believe I'm a liar. I quite like you. I like the way that you research. I don't like the way that you misconstrue and misunderstand it yet. But I'll say this to you. We can peacefully coexist. We can live with one another. We can respect one another's faith. You don't have to try and disprove Islam, and I don't have to try to disprove the Bible, because at the end of the day, what is Islam and what is Christianity? It's a belief.
Tell me.
It's a belief in the unseen. We don't know what's going to happen. We do not know with confidence what the day of judgment will look like. We don't know when it is. We don't know if our deeds will be accepted. We don't know if we don't know with the same way, with certainty, the way that we know we need to drink water and eat food. The only thing that we have in this world, in my opinion, is belief. You believe in Jesus. You're a follower of Christ. You said this. I'm not going to call you Christian. You saying we call the Christians an insult to Christians. I'm going to call you a follower of Christ. Believe in Jesus. Now, if you believe Jesus is the Son of God or Jesus is God himself, I'll say that you're wrong. Because it's a responsibility to tell you the truth, but I'll still respect your faith. I will not nitpick through the Bible, and I will not misconstrue the Bible, the hadith of Jesus. As you said, you called it a combination of the hadith. I will respect your belief, and I will not openly insult you by calling you a liar or a disbeliever. Now, son of Yaqub, if you are interested in learning about Islam, come to Muslims, ask Muslims, and believe what they have to say. Even
I
if
talk to Muslims every day, man. You're not the only guy I talk to.
no, in real life, you're talking to people on the internet.
Yeah, I live a block from a mosque, man. I live between two mosques for years.
Okay, then go to them and ask them. Go to them and
They
speak to
go
them.
talk to me. What are you talking about? I talk to them all the time and hang out with them all the time.
You like them?
Yeah.
They're cool, aren't they?
Some of them from the other countries don't think I'm a kafir, but they're kids that come here and were grown up and were born and raised here. They're different than the ones that come from Middle East.
Yeah, they're gentrified. Gentrified, but they.
Right. Those are the ones I like, and those are the ones I can make fun of them, and they'll laugh, and they won't want to fight and stuff.
I mean, they're younger, man.
And then they laugh and make fun of us. You know, we don't care.
I'll tell you
But
something
there's
right now.
people that take this stuff literal, man, and they're out there looking to hurt people. Those are the guys I'm trying to talk to.
God forbid, I would defend you against Muslims who wish to hurt you. Wallah al-Azim.
In America, like, we don't care what your religion is. As long as you ain't bothering us, you can do whatever you want.
Good, alhamdulillah. But this is what I have to say to you, Sanayako. Say that one day I decide that I no longer want to be Muslim and I want to convert to Christianity. Okay? You want that, don't you?
No, I want you to want what you want. Like, in
I know, but I'm
Christianity,
saying,
our goal isn't to convert you. Our goal is just to tell you and then tell you where to go to find the information, and then you're on your own. If you need guidance, yeah, you could get guidance, but nobody's going to make this decision for you.
I'll say to you right now, if I wanted to learn from the Bible, if I wanted to learn from fellow Christians, your brotherhood, your followers of Christ, all right? If I wanted to do that, I'm saying to you, if I wanted to do that, I would go and I'd sit with humility and I would listen, I would respect what I have to say. I'm telling you right now that Allah is independent. I'm telling you right now that the Prophet ﷺ is a prophet of God. This does not mean that I'm a liar. This means that I'm a believer in the Prophet ﷺ. I believe that he is a prophet of God. I believe in Allah. Now we're hedging bets right now. We're making a bet, an educated guess, using logic and using the information that we have available to us. I believe in God as Allah, one without equals, without partners, with no sons or daughters. I believe in the Quran. All right? You believe in the Bible, or you believe in Christ, or you believe in the Old and New Testament. Are we wrong or are we right?
You're close enough, man.
We're both right in our own way. All right? Now, here's what I want to say to you right now. You're not my judge, and I'm not your judge. I'm not going to call you a kafir, because the hadith that says, you love hadith so much, you can finish it if you know it. Hadith that says there will not be a single person with a shred of belief in their heart that will go into the hellfire. If you believe in God,
Adam's way.
Huh? And Adam's way.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you believe in God, you will go to heaven, inshallah. You might go to hell first for a little bit and then go to heaven. But what I want to say is that I cannot judge you, son of Yaqub, for many reasons. Mainly that I wasn't sent to this earth to judge you or your faith. I was sent to this earth to worship Allah. Everything I do goes back to the worship of Allah. All right? So what I have to say to you is, if you switch from being someone who misconstrues the ayat and the hadith without leaving Christianity, you give it the respect that it deserves, you will make yourself richer. If I tell you right now that the Quran, forget the Prophet ﷺ, the Quran by itself, if you read the Quran as a genuine description of God, the names of God, Al-Malik, Quddus, the beautiful descriptions of His creation, if you read the Quran like that, isn't it not beautiful?
Yeah, if you're a believer, of course.
I mean, like if the Quran was a Christian book, and it said that Allah and Jesus and it fighted with your belief, the content of the Quran, would it be good for you?
The difference is that, like, in this theology of yours, you can't leave.
You said that.
We just went over the hadith.
I can't leave. Yeah, you're right. I don't want to leave. If I
Okay.
leave, I'll lose.
You know who the Mormons are?
Yeah, they follow John Smith, right?
The Branch Davidians.
Yeah,
They were all believers too, man.
and
They weren't allowed to leave either.
apostasy in Islam works in a very specific way. You're right. I'm not allowed to leave, but I live in the UK. If I decide that I don't want to be Muslim today, no one will do anything to me. Egyptians in Egypt can leave Islam, can drink and smoke and disbelieve in God, and no one will do anything to them. The people that you're talking about that can't leave Islam are specific people in specific places where they live in a bubble of people, but it's actually they're at risk.
That's not Allah's messenger's prescribed punishment, though.
If you look how apostasy was applied in
They're
the time of the
disobeying the messenger, man, and they're going to burn in the hellfire for it.
yes, but they can still leave. They can still disbelieve.
I'm talking about the ones that are supposed to be prescribing these punishments to these apostatizers. If they're not enforcing Allah's messenger's Sharia, then they're going to burn in the hellfire for it.
Yeah, they're not going to ban hellfire for it because they can make mistakes. They're still human beings, and it's not about what you do, but it's how you do it, the intention of how you do it. If I go around saying this guy's apostate, and I kill indiscriminately, I'll be in the wrong. Every it's like a court case. Do you know how long it takes for someone to be found guilty of something? It takes time. I can't just someone says I have apostated, khalas, I'm going to kill you. No, it doesn't work like that. There are multiple things that go into it.
Don't they got 3 days?
Huh?
Don't they give them 3 days?
I'm not. I've watched the video. I can't remember what the video said, but I'll say this to you. What is the punishment for premarital sex?
The old law is that you would stone them.
Yes. Now, a woman came to the Prophet ﷺ and she said that I committed zina. What did he do to her?
But that's the Torah, man. Nobody goes by that. No, the Jews don't even go by that.
No, I'm saying to you that a woman came to the Prophet ﷺ and said, I have committed zina. What did he do to her? Did he punish her?
He stoned her.
He didn't stone her. That's not what happened in the hadith.
He told him to bring the Torah, and then he believes in the who revealed it, and then he asked what the punishment for this was, and then he ordered to stone him.
Show me the hadith that says that, but I can show you a hadith that says
I don't have the hadith with me. But I do have multiple hadiths with Umar also saying that they don't have the verses of the stoning, and if it weren't for somebody would say that Umar added something to the book, he would have written it the way it was revealed. That's the hadith where Umar says the verses of the stonings aren't in there. And then Aisha said that the sheep ate them verses. So Allah's messenger did stone somebody.
but I'll show you now where the Prophet ﷺ said, go away. Go. He didn't punish her. He didn't stone her straight away. And he...
That's probably one person that he saved. And probably didn't feel like going through the motions of
But he's
stoning.
an example. He's an example. We follow him. If it's one person that he saved, we compare it to every other person. So, Yakub, are you married? Are you married?
Yeah.
Are you married?
Yeah, I'm married. Yep. Yeah, I'm married.
If your wife cheated on you, how would you feel?
I would probably beat her ass.
You'd be your ass. God forbid.
Yeah.
Uh, may Allah preserve her. May Allah guide her. It would destroy you, wouldn't it? It would break your heart.
Yeah, probably would end up breaking my fist too.
What I'm trying to say to you right now is that if I was to cheat on my wife, if I was to commit adultery, I would confess to it and I would seek refuge in God and I would seek forgiveness from the people around me. If I made that mistake, I'm deserving of punishment if I commit a sin. Adultery and zina are big. It's a big thing. It's not a small thing. Would you agree?
Don't you gotta give them lashes for that, or is that a different
Yes.
punishment?
Yeah, you have to give lashes as well. Stoning, lashes, it depends. It depends. But in this modern age, unless you're in like Malaysia or Indonesia, I know they do it in Indonesia, it doesn't really happen anymore. It doesn't really happen anymore. The majority of the time, it's only rape, it's only murder, and there's not something else. Yeah, rape and murder.
How can you prove rape in Islam? You need 4 witnesses.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so how can you prove that?
You need 4 witnesses, but you can also take an oath. No, I don't know if this is one for the rape, but I'm pretty sure there's another alternative. You can take an oath that if you're lying, you'll go to hell forever.
Yeah, but what if you hide what's in your heart? Allah already instructed us concerning our oaths.
Huh?
Didn't he?
I don't understand.
Didn't Allah already instruct us concerning our oaths? Can't we like hide what's in our heart?
Yeah, you can hide what's in your heart. But if you make an oath that you'll go to hell if you're lying, then you'll go to hell if you're lying.
Yeah, but didn't he absolve us of our oaths in this? I think it's chapter 65 or something.
It might be a specific scenario. It might be a specific scenario where Allah will absolve us of our oaths. But if I make the oath that someone raped me and they didn't rape me, I'll go to hell for that. The literal oath is may the curse of Allah, God forbid, may the curse of Allah be upon me. May Allah's curse never touch me. And that's the curse of Allah is going to hell forever.
I don't know. It seems confusing, my guy.
You're confused, but I'll tell you right now that if you were to get accused of a rape and you didn't rape the woman, you'd be happy about the 4 witnesses thing, bro. Come on, be honest now. You need witnesses.
Okay, man. I'm not for or against that. I'm just saying. That's hard to
In the
prove.
modern age, would you want the testimony of the woman to be enough? If someone accused you of rape, would you be okay
If
with
there
it?
was also physical evidence that supports her story, like I just don't take anybody's word for it, or an eyewitness.
What if the consent was there, and then later she refuted the consent? She said, "No, I didn't consent."
That would be between him and her, and whoever the jury of her peers decides.
So I'll tell you right now, it's not as easy as saying yes or no, and it depends on the scenario. Jurisprudence and law. I studied law. It's a very like in the UK, rape is a very difficult thing. The burden of proof is on the person, on the rapist, and you have to prove that you didn't rape her. It's very difficult.
It's the exact opposite here in America.
Yeah, it's and a man cannot get raped in the UK. A man cannot be raped by a woman. He can be raped by a fellow man, but he can't be raped by a woman. The law concerning rape is a very difficult thing to do. Islam gets it right, in my opinion, but it doesn't matter where you go. Right hand possesses. If you go to war and you win the war, the spoils of war, you can take female slaves. That's just how it works. It's always worked like that.
Yeah, but that don't apply today, though. That don't apply to today.
Yeah, you can't take slaves unless you're in war.
But that still doesn't apply. International law prohibits that.
What, slaves?
Yeah.
International
international. Listen, they have treaties for this. You can't take captives in war and have sex with them. That's illegal.
You're correct. I'll tell you right now, that's correct. But it's also not only a treaty, but there's something called there's a specific type of international law where it doesn't matter whether or not you agree with it. All right? It's a baseline law. Do you know what one of those laws are?
I'm sure if you're on a tanker ship out in the middle of the ocean, yeah, nobody can stop you. That's where that would apply.
No, like it applies internationally. If a state commits this a crime against these international laws, then legitimizes like it's illegal, even if they don't agree to it.
I don't know. I think they would just attack him for doing that.
No, what I'm saying to you, that there's a specific type of law in international law, I can put it up to you, something jurisdictus or something like that, where it doesn't matter. International law works by, if you sign a treaty, you're under that international law. And if you break the treaty, then you have to be punished in one way or another. You have to pay a fine, you have to do this, you have to do that. Now, there are international laws against the proliferation of nuclear weapons, against the stockpiling of chemical weapons. There's a bunch of international laws against torture, human trafficking, all these things. Treaties between countries where we agree not to do these things to one another. Now, it doesn't matter whether or not you sign the treaty. Genocide as it exists, is against international law. Even if you say that we don't agree with this, other countries have the right to intervene if you commit genocide. Do you know who commit genocide?
No, I don't. My God.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, as I was saying, this guy in the comment section, user 581337, is talking about Islam. I'll just answer this question. I'll tell you right now, the jurisprudence in Islam, the law, the way that it works, is fitting, it's right. There's nothing wrong with it. Every country has their own laws and forms of punishment and rights. That's how it works. Just because Islam is something in the past, it doesn't mean it's not factual. If the world changed and we went back to those days, we would apply the laws in our own way. Our laws would change.
Yeah, but on whose authority is Allah acting besides His own?
Allah doesn't need to get authority from anybody. He's the God. If Allah willed, we would all be destroyed. The world would swallow us. The seas would take us out.
Yeah, but other than a book, what gives Him that authority to dictate what people do daily?
Allah already has that authority.
But by how though? How? Other than He said so.
What do you mean, how though?
What prevents Allah from inflicting a punishment upon me other than His slaves following a book?
Inflicting other than His... What stops Allah inflicting the punishment on you? Whether or not you deserve that punishment.
I mean, other than the threat of hellfire, and all the religions have that same threat. What gives Allah the authority to give these laws to you guys to do things like fight the believers, to take captives, to marry 4 wives?
Mm-hmm. He created us. He has the authority. We're His creation.
Yeah, but it doesn't apply to today's standards because there's no country that allows you to marry more than 1 wife.
There are countries that allow more than 1 wife.
Ones under Sharia law, yes, will allow you to marry, but in the United States, you're not allowed to do that. Mexico, you're not. Canada, you're not.
But I'm allowed to have 4 partners at one time, aren't I?
Europe don't allow it.
Okay, but I'm allowed to have 4 partners in one time, right? If I decided that I want to...
China doesn't allow it.
China doesn't allow it. But if I decided that I woke up one day and I said I want 4 girlfriends, that'd be okay, right?
Yeah, of course that's okay. But you can't have 4 wives.
Let me say this to you right now. We don't need to register our marriages in the administration, the civil administration.
So you're scamming.
How are we scamming? We're still signing the contract. People still know that we're married.
But it's not legal marriage.
In the UK, in America, yeah, it's not a legal marriage. But towards one another, I've signed a contract towards you.
So you got to be deceitful to keep your traditions alive, which means it's not concurrent. It's not for all time. It doesn't apply today.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so give me an example from the Quran that applies to today, that everybody else agrees on except Allah Himself.
Like things like give charity. It's a good thing to do.
I just showed you the Zoroastrians were already doing that before you, so that's nothing new.
Yeah, it's a good thing to do.
That's just Allah being a poser and copying off somebody else.
Who was the first Muslim?
I don't know, man. Tell me, was it Adam, Moses, or was it Muhammad?
Adam. Our forefather, Adam.
What evidence do you have of that?
He was. I don't have any solid scientific evidence.
Other than the Quran.
I don't have. Did Adam submit his will to Allah?
I don't think Adam submitted his will to Allah.
You don't think Adam submitted his will to Allah?
No.
So he didn't worship God. So he didn't pray to God.
See, now you're just using a broad general term and trying to slap Allah's name on it.
Allah means
So
God.
if they were worshiping Brahma alone, would you just say, yeah, were they not worshiping one God? Would you say that about the Hindus?
I'm not saying that we're worshiping Brahma. I'm saying that,
So are their prophets really Muslims too? Do you sell this story to the Hindus?
no, Hindus, no, definitely no.
Okay.
And ancient Egyptians, the same. Who else? There's not many polytheistic religions nowadays. Buddhism, the same. Japanese spiritualism, the same. Just because you believe in one God doesn't mean that you believe in God. But Adam, did he worship Jesus? Did he worship the Holy Spirit, or did he worship God?
Yeah, they were all waiting on the Messiah, every one of them.
Everyone was waiting on the Messiah, but waiting on the Messiah
Yeah,
doesn't mean that you
especially
worship.
Abraham. Abraham said, or God told Abraham he would be blessed through his seed.
Yes, blessed through his seed. Does that mean that he didn't say worship?
Moses said that God will arise among him a great prophet from his brethren.
Yeah.
So they were waiting on. David was waiting on the Messiah.
How long have we been speaking? We've been speaking for 2 hours now.
So they're all Christians.
How are they Christians?
They were waiting on Jesus.
But Christian is an insult towards Christians.
Is Jesus the Messiah?
Jesus is the Messiah. Is he a God?
Okay, were all the prophets in the Jewish books waiting on the Messiah?
They were waiting on the Prophet ﷺ as well. The Bible talks about
Okay,
man
so
and mountain.
they're all Christians. They're all Christians.
What does Christian mean?
I don't know. I didn't make the name up, bro. I just followed Jesus and I do my research, man.
But the better word is they're followers of Christ. How would they follow Christ without knowing that he's waiting for you?
Look, I'd rather follow Jesus, who didn't bother nobody and lived a sinless life, than do what Muhammad did, just because he said so.
The Prophet ﷺ didn't do anything wrong. He made mistakes, but he didn't commit sins.
Allah says he commits sins in chapter 48, verse 2. He said, may Allah forgive you of your past and future transgressions. So for real, Allah's saying, inshallah. Or mashallah, whatever it is. So Allah says, inshallah. For real, dog, come on. And you're the one that brought Muhammad sinning up. I was just ready to talk about Jesus.
I pulled up the ayah. It says shortcomings. The Prophet ﷺ had shortcomings. He failed to say inshallah one time. He made mistakes.
That's a bad translation.
Yeah, it's a bad translation, but that's what it means.
I can bring up a translation that says sins. I'm sure Yusuf Ali translated it or Ardberry translated something similar to that.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so I got a consensus now. So Muhammad sinned. Go ask Prophet Google. Look, says Kafir is giving me a hard time. He just won't listen. Go ahead, Muhammad sinned. It's on you, guy. We ain't even got to my book yet. I've been trying to tell you about this book for like 20 minutes.
Which book? Which book?
The book of Arta Virov.
Arta Virov.
Yeah, you ever heard of him?
No, I haven't.
Remember I was telling you about the Zoroastrians?
Yeah.
Okay, well, when Alexander the Great, when he conquered Persia, he forced them out into the desert, wherever he forced them to. And they needed a reaffirmation. They needed to reaffirm their faith. So he went on a spiritual journey, which he left his body and ascended to heaven.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear that?
No, I've never heard of that before.
No? You never heard of a prophet going on a night journey and ascending to heaven? You never heard that story before?
You're trying to compare it to Isra al-Miraj.
This story actually predates your prophet by like 300-400 years that he supposedly took this journey. This was around 200 AD. that this book was revealed to this prophet.
Okay, but you said to me the Arabs didn't have any writing, right? They didn't write things down. I can't hear you. You're choppy.
What's your evidence?
You said that, right?
What's your evidence the Arabs didn't wrote something down?
You told me.
Yeah, they did. Nothing before the Quran.
Okay, so how is the Prophet supposed to know that?
Supposed to know what?
The story that you said, the astroverse, whatever it was called,
This is common knowledge, dog. This is big for them.
it's big for them, yeah? So some Arabian
Yeah,
shepherd,
this was a big event for them.
an Arabian shepherd that works at a caravan, like works for a caravan, is supposed to know these stories instead of working.
Yeah, he wasn't out in the middle of nowhere, my guy, because he was right smack in the middle of the Egyptians, the Byzantines, and the Persians. So there was a lot of trade and people running through there
Yeah.
all the time.
But at the same time, I want to ask you one question: how
So
far?
he wasn't isolated. He wasn't isolated.
You know, I lived in Saudi Arabia. I lived there, and I went from one side of the peninsula to another. It would take you 12 hours. Yes, the Egyptians and the Iranian, the Persians, and the Lebanese and everything were bordering, but it's still a massive distance. And in that distance is dry Arab desert without any water. If you wanted to travel from one part of the Saudi Arabia to another part of Saudi Arabia in those days, it would be near impossible. You could die. There were so many different ways that you could die.
So how did they do it then? How did they do the trade between all three countries?
Caravans, massive caravans, a lot of people, camels carrying food and water and
So
everything.
they did do trade.
Yes,
They did intermingle.
They did intermingle. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so it's not a secret.
Okay, so how is the Prophet ﷺ an Arabic
Because they
speaker?
didn't have TV. It's not like they sat around, watched TV, and didn't interact. All they had were these stories. They didn't have
Yes.
books. They couldn't read. So these are the stories that were told.
So how is he supposed to understand a story that was written in Persian, spoken in Persian, or spoken in different languages?
Didn't you guys conquer the Persians?
We did conquer the Persians, but not during the time of the Prophet ﷺ.
Okay, so what do you got written down about this night journey before Bukhari?
For Bukhari. So Isra is
And
in
before these hadiths became canon, what was written down about this night journey prior to that?
the hadiths were canon all the time. People taught them to one another. Just until Bukhari wrote it down doesn't mean that it didn't exist before Bukhari. Bukhari went from country to country, place to place, accumulating hadith. The hadith were taught to him by word, by tongue. He wrote it down. He did whatever he did.
So nothing.
You asked me for a writing of Isra and Miraj, a hadith, before Bukhari.
This book would have been in every fire altar, every one of the Zoroastrians' holy places. This book would have been there, man. So
But the
all you
Prophet
do is
ﷺ
just take it out of one book and just retell the story.
What don't you like about Surah Al-Isra and Miraj? Surah Al-Isra and Miraj is a very nice story. Have you read it before?
I read both versions. I read this version and I read the other version.
Do you like it?
I don't understand why Muhammad had to knock every time he went to these different heavens.
It's out of like respect. He knocked and he said Assalamu alaikum. And from this we take that if you enter a room, you knock and you say you're the one that has to say Assalamu alaikum. It's just the teaching. It's just the way things are. Like if I ask you why did Jesus come into Jerusalem on a donkey's back, he just did it and it had a meaning to it. That's why.
He fulfilled prophecy.
The Prophet ﷺ or Jesus?
Jesus.
Yes, so did the Prophet ﷺ.
Guess how their book starts out? This Art of Europe book, guess how it starts?
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Bismillah.
Bismillah. MashaAllah. Okay.
They got all sorts of things in here, man. Look, before he went on his night journey, okay, he had to get himself washed up. Okay, then he was given 3 golden cups to drink from. Washed with Zamzam water, and he drank from 2 cups.
I don't know what you're referencing right now. I haven't heard that. My level of knowledge isn't the best, but I'll tell you this: Isra and Miraj is a very nice story. I've only listened to it being told to me once, so my memory is hazy. The existence of a story similar to it, hundreds of years before it, does not mean that it was plagiarized.
So you want to keep reading or no?
We don't have to. You could if you want. I kind of have to go. I actually enjoy speaking to you. I hope to speak to you again, but um, yeah, I do have. I have to leave. I'm starting to get hungry.
All right, my guy. It's cool, man.
It was nice speaking to you, bro. I actually enjoy our conversations. You're bringing me
Hey,
closer
watch
to
some of my videos, man. Go watch my videes.
So now, cool. Inshallah, one day you'll be Muslim and you'll be the best of Muslims. You'll go around preaching everywhere. Inshallah, one day. May Allah guide you.
Just like the Mahdi and Jesus, huh?
Just like the body. What? The body of
Just like
Jesus.
Mahdi and the Jesus in Damascus.
Yeah, sure thing, bro.
Who's going to beat the Dajjal, you or me?
The Mahdi. The Jesus. Oh, I don't know. Jesus or the Mahdi?
Definitely Jesus.
Yeah. You love Jesus, man. You'll love him even more when you come to Islam. Inshallah.
I don't know, man.
You want to. You know you want to. You wouldn't be reading this stuff if you didn't want to. I promise you, you don't even know how much you love this faith. You're confusing yourself. You're lying to yourself. Wallah.
Inshallah, man.
Inshallah. ماشي خلاص. I'll speak to you soon, inshallah. I enjoy our conversations. I'll see you around, alright?
All right, my
Bye-bye.
God.
Take care.
All right. Just like that.